Alright, I just got the mic plugged in. So, I'll be taking another minute or two to set up the program, because, of course, I run a little bit late as always. I pretty much have everything else ready, but I might want to do another thing or two just to play around with. Well, maybe not like before the stream starts, but maybe during the stream I might mess around with things. It really depends. Yeah, I'm just kind of figuring myself out right now and just kind of playing it by ear. I don't know, I might want to spice things up a little bit with these streams. Let's spice this up a little bit. It's not a big deal though. Just moving the screen around. Everything should be good. Ah, shoot, I'm an idiot. I was going to check yesterday the encoder. Luckily, I'm not recording, so I'm only going live, so my blah 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 stream rate output. Where the heck's recording? Audio bitrate, yeah. No, we're not doing 64. And there's enabled. Yeah, I'm just figuring out how to record all this happens. Load. This is the thing that takes me forever, is loading up Springwood. Good old Springwood, an absolute juggernaut on my computer. Oh my god, it's going fast. I might be lying. What is happening? Chat, explain. Alright, where the heck is my recording setup? My brain's just like, what am I doing? It's weird because I have like my whatever settings for recording pretty normal. Yeah, recordings cannot be paused if quality is set to same as stream. Yeah, that's the interesting thing. I'll have to play around with that setting. After the stream, of course, because idiot me forgot to do it beforehand. Generate file without... Yeah, okay. Yeah, things just got reset for some reason. Yeah, my biggest fear happened. The recording setup got jank. Very janky. Anyway, we should be pretty close to having the load finish. I am just doing some last minute changes. Oof, got a lot going on right now. Good morning, Slow Panda. It's great to hear from you. And gasp, why is my chat not working? Chat, explain. Ah, I just got dragged across the map. Let's go back. Epic noise is happening right now. Epic music is happening as we're setting up stream, reloading widgets, and doing all the crazy stuff. I don't know why it's being like that. I'm a moron. I also forgot to connect. Nobody's gonna watch the stream because I didn't set up the Twitter announcement. No! That's fine. I'm just gonna open it up right now. The jar has been reloaded. Blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Get back here, chat box. Oh, it worked. What the hell is going on? What the heck? Alright, that's connected. The oof didn't work either because I didn't set up my thing. Ah! Don't worry. It's all coming to plan. This is what happens when you forget to do stuff. Alright, we should be good now. Everything is working. Welcome back, folks! Welcome back, folks! Dirk, the Red Panda. Here, everywhere, with City Skylines. Yes, we are doing our weekly Wednesday thing of it. I paused the music for some reason. And yeah, now it's playing again. Last time we did a thing, I was very tired, my back was thrown out, but my back is all better now. And if I do anything, I will be a lot more weary when I exercise. Do a lot more stretching beforehand, that's my big advice. Go into things with a lot more preparing. So here are our various schools and stuff. I'm just like floating around, brain empty, only this. But yeah, last time we were actually here, I forgot, we were building up Wuthering Heights. And we got a little Island Heights over here, but we might just take it over and make this entire island.
Subscriber.
Wuthering Heights, oh my god. Mardic Mercis. Thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Dork Squad ad-free viewing group. Whatever I like to call ya. Thank you for it. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. And enjoy the lack of commercials in between hourly pauses. I don't know how else to say it, but yeah. Enjoy the experience. I appreciate it. As always, I like to add people to the patrons, Twitch subs, yeah. Where the heck are you people? Who are you? To the list. Mardic Mercis. I'm just typing this in for myself so I can remember when I save it to my files. I always like to keep my people like saved. Alright, back to normal. Aw, first time chat! No problem at all, like supporting my fellow fuzzies. Aw, aren't you so sweet? Yeah, it's great to see you. And what? Whoops. I was about to say, once again, my Twitch window is a bit off. Once again, I'm asking for the Twitch window to be properly cropped. Where the heck is it? Animation and hobbies? Streaming assets, I think. Patrons and Twitch subs. Yeah, so I always keep a saved notepad file of this just so I can like drop it and paste it into my program whenever I do a thing. But yeah, we are going to continue today with Bohemian Heights. Wuthering Heights. I'm thinking of like Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to the cropping. We have some county lines here, or not counties, like, well, town lines. We are technically in the county of Springwood. We're just gonna call Springwood our giant county, because it's pretty big. It's too big to really be a city anymore. But yeah, our goal today is to kind of knock out this area here, and Island Heights has not much of an impact here anymore. Like, we could pretty much call this entire area Wuthering Heights and just kind of leave it as is. Just double checking that looks good. Yeah. So we can finish our expansion of Wuthering Heights, probably add some housing on the other side. That will be fun. Some like high apartment housing, and a little bit over here we could have some like kind of in the forest area housing. Aw, thanks. I do love the interchange setup. I managed to get it so that people can walk under without having much of a incline problem. Or having to go above the freeway. People can just walk under and just get to the other side without having to stop for, like, traffic. Like, it's already tough as is when you're at, like, a regular intersection. I think freeway intersections are the worst when it comes to that type of stuff. So that was one of my biggest priorities, was to have a very good freeway intersection area. And speaking of intersections, let me change that setting, because this looks a bit ugly. We need a little more curves to these areas, I could say. This might be good enough for now. And I'm trying not to do as much deforestation, but we need a little bit of, like, area for housing. So we're gonna do one of those, maybe one more here. And maybe one more here. Why the heck not? So we have our little townhouse area here. And we're gonna follow that up here. Wish there was more curve to that, but unfortunately we cannot really curve the water lines. So we just kind of have to kind of do one of those, like, most accurate line type of things. There's like a thing in, like, calculus where they're like most accurate squares or whatever. There's some thing about that, and kind of trying to do that. Just as close as I can, but it's not gonna be perfect. Where it's like you use squares to kind of predict a curve. That's calculus for you. Predict curves with squares. Bam, calculus debunked. Alright, at this point, we are just gonna add some high residential here, because I don't think we should have much, like, shopping stuff here. Maybe we could have, like, one little, like, outlet here on this side, but I think for the most part, I want it to be, like, apartment housing. Just to make it a little less, clogged or busy here. I proved calculus wrong. I've beaten calculus. Alright, we're gonna probably have to add a couple more trees. This is a bit problematic. We do not have enough trees. What kind of trees, though? Tree with leaves. Oak. I mean, the oaks are nice, but we want some bigger ones. Tree with Leaves 2. They made a sequel to Trees. Alright, what type of tree is this? I should actually look. It won't let me say what type of tree this is. That's not good. Normally I can click on trees and go, oh, this is a tree. I guess not. Oh, maybe I have to do this. No? What the heck are you? Tell me. What are your secrets? Tree. What's the button? Tree. Give me your secrets. Okay, I'm just gonna have to guess at this point, but it's fine. I'm just gonna kind of do, like, just some big random trees. There's a bunch of tiny trees for now, but I think they just have to grow is the issue. Either that or I just spread them so much at random. You do this, and it's like, well, close enough. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem at all. Alright, where were we? Yes. Building our living space. This will be kind of tricky because we'll have this here, we'll have a small outlet, but yeah, not much else. And we'll also have to do some legal changing of the laws here. We'll do that. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll do like a stop here for the people coming out here. Yeah, it's kind of a tricky stop, but I think they should stop here. People in the housing area should stop first. And I forgot, we need water. And we need, what do we need? Maybe a small park on this side of the freeway, because as nice as it is to have your own side of the freeway, it's kind of frustrating when you don't have much, like, leisure around you. I think that might work. If we did it on this side, it'd be a little more clustered. I think this is the best case scenario. Add a park next to the freeway. Make the children go deaf. We are very good city planners. Alright, we'll do that. And always remember the dog park. Dog parks are the most important, quintessential things for very basic families. Don't want them sad and having to not have a place for their dogs to bark and stuff. Alright, let's see how this goes, because I don't think we need anything else here. We do have medical. We have, like, the medical center on the other side. I mean, we have, like, retirement. We have children. I mean, funeral stuff, though, is, like, not a big worry. We could put it, like, a little bit over yonder. I think that might be the best case scenario. And always remember, you can burn them. Yes, the behemoth is now a redeem. I do need to make a noise for it or something just to remember or to hear it over the stream, because sometimes I forget my Twitch stuff or it doesn't pop up. Yeah. That's the thing I also need to do, is check my recording settings and check my, like, what is it? Whatever it's called. Figuring things out. Brain work. But yeah, checking out the redeems and giving them voices. That's the other thing. Yeah, I reveal my Behemoth Sona on Mondays, or on Monday for my Truck Simulator series, and I might keep the Behemoth as, like, a default for my Truck Simulator. So, like, for my VTubing, I'll probably just, like, do the Behemoth for Truck Simulator, unless people want me to do this one. But I think for the rest of my stuff, it seems to make a little more sense, because I'm Dirk the Red Panda, to kind of keep up with being the Red Panda. But that's something we can just figure out over time. It is a definite trial and error. Speaking of trial and error, we are having a little bit of an error here, not having much of a connection between our highway divide and our electricity, which, that's a problem. We need to, we need our electricity. I think for now we're gonna kind of do a weird thing. Weird things on my channel, am I right? But I'm gonna try and get it over the highway divide. I don't want it to intersect too much with the, like, whatever park stuff. If I kind of can get it like this, that would be the biggest help. And then I bend it back here, and it'll be directly from the power source. Perfect. We have saved the town. The kiddos have been saved. I need to still double check because I don't have a sound for Behemoth. It's easy to do, I just need to choose a sound. That or just like record myself being like, release the Behemoth. We'll figure that out. I might add an elementary school here. That's the one thing we're missing. We already have 2. Might as well round up to 3. Better safe than sorry. And the kiddos will be super duper happy. The kiddos will have the time of their lives at random elementary. Thank you, Marduk, for the bits. In American Truck Simulator, I normally will crash into something if somebody donates bits. In City Skylines, I think we do a random natural disaster, if I recall. Slow panda. But thank you so much for the bits, Marduk. I really appreciate it. And I love the pride flag that you gave with it. 100 bits, love it. All right. I'm sorry I'm gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to cause chaos. Okay, it's still paused. Good. All right. Random natural disaster. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, randomizer 1 through 9. Just gonna go to Google's to try this out. Mr. Google's, give me your random number. Internet. Yeah. Mr. Internet, give me the answer. Knowing my luck, it's an asteroid. Good luck, and let's see what it is. Oh, you're so close, Marduk. Instead, we are going to have a collapse. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No! Oh, no. Oh, no. No, we're going to have a tsunami. And what is the rate? It's going to be between 1 and 25.5. My goodness. Pray for us. Okay, I'm just testing it out. You can only do full numbers. Okay. Comprehensive version. 1 to 22.5. It's gonna be a tidal wave. Also, does your red panda have a beard? If so, that is amazing. And you're the first red panda who I've met that has one on their Sona. Oh, thanks, Marduk. Yeah, it's a beard. I originally did not have a beard, and the more I was like looking at myself IRL, I was like, this would be a nice touch. So I did it. And yeah, generate. Okay, good. Our generation is only going to be 2.06. 2.1. This shouldn't be that bad. Luckily, I'm not randomizing the location. I am just going to... Be gentle. Be gentle on me. Come on. Yeah, I do have kind of like a full beard situation on me, IRL. Not like a long beard, but just kind of like enough that it's defined, but like not long. That's very sweet. I've always worried that it's like, it's too dark of like a bunch of colors on me, because it's like, I kind of want to mix it with like a red panda, or sorry, giant panda form of myself that I have, but it's kind of a weird dilemma where I'm like, is it too clunky of the colors? Is it too dark? We're gonna add a tidal wave. Yeah, we can't do it there because then it'll just be boring. I am evil. We're gonna hit the industry plant. Man, I need to get that all figured out. And if anybody wants to know, this is the music I'm playing, and I am flying around on my screen at the same time. Because I put this in a separate window. Boop. We are flying over... Even though I paused the screen, it is doing it still. Ah. Talk about proper setup. A very professionally run stream. Royalty free. Yeah, I try my best. It's not too much, it works in my opinion. Oh, that's great. I mean, it's one of those things where I've seen, like, I commissioned an artist for one of my emotes, and unfortunately they were going to do like colored lines on it, and they're like, oh no, your colors are too dark for these parts, so I can't. And I was like, shoot. They still did the thing, but it was like, you know, felt bad because I was, you know, I think they were wanting to do like a little more coloring experimental on their art style. I do have some other alt-Sona ideas, but most of them are like pretty like grayscale in color. Like I have a Malamute Husky type, and then obviously Giant Panda me. I don't know why, I just never seem to really incline myself with like colorful Sonas or main characters for me. Like for stories my Ocean Avenue, it's like I do, I guess, because it's like there's so many characters you kind of have to. But yeah, for like just regular old alt-Sonas and OCs, I don't know, I just blank. My brain boring. And there was a weird smell coming from not the public library, but somewhere next to it, actually. Jeez. I think we should delete this. Oh, so cool. I love polar bears. Too many bright colors and that hurts your eyes. Yeah, I agree. It's like, you know, sparkle dog type of stereotypes. You don't want that. But at the same time, you don't want to, like, just be bland, like, just black and white all the time. Like, there's a good balance of it. Okay, I noticed something. We have to delete a lot of our train stations because I think we broke our system the last time we had an earthquake. So apologies for all the noises, but I'm going to be removing these. Ah, rage! Rage over the machines and trains and all the abandoned buildings. I think I should fix this first. That was another thing I forgot to fix during the earthquake. Okay, but back to our daily routine. I wonder what could have caused that earthquake. Gee, I wonder. Oh, sorry, I'm still angry. I forgot. I'm not angry, I swear. Oh no. Okay, good. I thought the game froze. Alright, so I think we're gonna have to really work on revamping our metro. Because unfortunately, it is very broken at the moment. Like, it's a shame because the system itself is, like, pretty nice, but it's just the connections for some reason kind of broke. And I think when in doubt, just revamp the whole thing. So that's what we're going to be doing today for the most part. Like, I think it's really important to have a rail system, so I'm doing my best here with that. Of course, Mardik. We do appreciate our fat bear butts. Like, I'm trying to think of the one artist that is really good at doing, like, bear transformations and stuff. Like, they just recently started doing a comic on, like, I think FA and Twitter. I know they did it on that monosodium glutamate site. Sorry. The monosodium glutamate site. But yeah, they have it on a couple of places. I think they're like, I'm not sure if it's a Werebear is their name, but yeah, they're doing like a transformation like comic series, and I'm like really hyped about it. They just got back into it the other day. It's been really good. The guy's definitely hunky in it. Yes, the MSG site. If anybody looks up the code for MSG, just look up the whatever it's called, like the 3-digit code or whatever. It starts with the 5th letter of the alphabet. Fifth letter of the alphabet, and then 3 numbers. Yeah, no, the name ain't coming to my mind. If I look them up on monosodium glutamate site, I might know. Let me just take a sec. I'm just gonna finish this up, and then we can look up the site. Maybe not the monosodium glutamate site, but I think I'll look up their Twitter, because I think it's a Werebear, but I might be wrong, because there isn't a Werebear that I remember they slap as an artist too. Go into my phone. Yeah, it is a Werebear Argent. What? I'm not following them on my Twitter account? Oh, that's because it's not safe for work, and I probably follow them on my NSFW account. A Werebear, where are you? Okay, I am following you on that account. Good. I was a bit worried. I'm like, ah, shoot. That's kind of my worry, because I'm like, on my main account, it's like, I like some artists, and like their only account is NSFW, and I'm like, I can't interact with you because I privated my NSFW account. Like, I don't want people, like, just going in, especially minors. Yeah, it is a Werebear, though. Man, love their stuff. That's almost everything. Okay, now we just need to get rid of the stuff here. My eyes. My eyes just did a little glitch for a second. Had to rub them. I only have the one Twitter account. Yeah, we'll probably have to separate them at some point if I ever get into streaming. Like, that's my thing. It's like, I'm not sure if my alt account should be, like, private. It's just weird, because I'm like, that's the one where I'm just, like, more free, or I just rant, or like the lewd stuff. Gosh dang it, I saved a screenshot. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know, should I, like, make it public so I can interact with those not safe for work artists? Because otherwise, I like their stuff, but I can't comment on it because I'm private and they would have to follow me in order to see my reply. It's like this really dumb dilemma, because it's like, you want to keep things kind of out of just random people's hands, or just people that shouldn't be looking at your account, but it's just a weird dilemma of that, and being able to still interact with with artists and stuff that only have not safe for work or like more lewd accounts. So. And then you get into the dilemma of what if I'm looking at Twitter in public? Boy, is that a bit chaotic. Sorry, let me just double check the train system. I don't think there's a train system below. Okay. I was like, what's going on here? Something's broken and I don't know what. It's always better to have a safe space that is purely your own where you don't have those worries. Yeah, it's like having the account itself is fine, but it's just, do I make it public so I can like reply to, or yeah, so I can reply to those people. It's, yeah, I'm like, I don't know, Yeah. That is how I am now. Yeah, it's a relatable qualm. We do have to remove some houses, though, unfortunately. Here, not houses. I'm sorry. Stores. Oh, nice art, by the way. Thanks. I forgot to ping. Man, my brain is not on today. My art for the PNG tuber is by Saint Bull Art on Twitter. So, like Saint, S-A-I-N-T, and then Bull Art. Yeah, I don't know. I worry that I say it too fast, which is why I do the whole white person, let me spell out every word for you. I'll try less to white-splain things. Okay, I'm just gonna go quickly to my Twitch and change the About page. I still don't have a channel, what is it called? Like a channel preview video, which is a bummer, but I'm gonna just mute that in case it just echoes and reverbs. But yeah. But I do have a Behemoth VTuber thing that I showed on my last stream, and that is by, yeah, the VTuber is by Aeon Ortha. They made the base, and the customizations for it were made by Duffwolf Games. I'm typing in right now because I'll forget otherwise. Okay, now I have that saved. And then panel edit off. And then just... I don't want to edit my video though. Go to my channel, gosh darn it. Yeah, I don't know. My brain's just that extemporaneous where it's just like, do something now, do something now. I'll forget otherwise. Okay, save. I just wanted to put that there so it's like, if you look at the short about me, it's like, oh, refer to the longer about me tab on my panel. Just because it's like, it can get very chaotic otherwise when you're like, look at the short about me, you only have like a limited character amount, so I can only fit like one in there. Yes, welcome to everybody who just joined too, because I had a bit of a rant about just figuring out my About Me page, and I forgot to do a couple of things before stream. Last episode I had a bit of an encoding issue, and it turned out things got reset, but I didn't realize that until I started the stream and could not change the settings. So yeah, that happened. Yeah. I know I shouldn't worry, but I just say it just for the sake of like people wondering what the heck are you doing. So that's where I am with it. I don't know what's going on with the bus situation. We're gonna have to do some bus fixing. Or maybe the issue is just the train system itself being deleted. There are no train anymore. I have to reset all these. I wish I could just like mass delete them, but you know, one at a time, I guess. At least we do have the bus system still working. So I think today we should try and fix our train system. Our train slash metro slash metropolitan slash Let's figure out where are we gonna put this. Are we gonna put it next to a high school? Are we gonna just... It would be interesting if we put it off to the side, kind of like this. Like under stuff, but it doesn't seem like we have room. Maybe we could do it here. Am I still on... Oh, I have to do underground, that's why. I was like, why is it not working? We could do it here. This could be interesting. We just like stick it under the freeway. Thoughts? Gotta get the approval of the chat. Here or here? Maybe even top of this abandoned building. Yeah, that's an abandoned building, alright. Actually, let's do it there. Nobody loses anything, and we have a new train station. Metro, gosh darn it, Metro. Where do we go from here? I'm making some clicky noises. We can actually make this road longer. And if we want to, we could connect things, but... We could. It's so tempting to, but... I don't feel like it. I am a bad city mayor. I am not good with the budget. Oh no. Our bus system got messed up by that. Oh no, it fixed itself. Back to the metro. Metro. Ah, it's still messed up. I think we have to expand this a little bit more. I don't think our tsunami's happened yet. I wonder what happened to that. Oh well, maybe it'll come later. Sorry, Bardic, if you haven't had your crash redeemed yet. Or your tsunami. Slope too steep. What the heck is going on here? I'm shocked it only works this way. We'll just put it here. And we'll do some slope flattening in the process, so... This will help me fix some of the train subway issues that we're having. Hopefully. Better? No bueno. No kinder. No kinder bueno. Stretching this out. We are trying our hardest. I think I'm only making it worse. Maybe that might help. Smooth, like my brain. Okay, let's try this. Don't worry. If it happens, it's only like a 2 point something. Okay, let's get the train situation figured out. Let's train our system. Just gotta start flailing. Okay. Alright, so the next step here is to do this. Up, down. I think that might be our issue, is that we need it to kind of slam into the tunnel a little bit. We need a little more curve. Apologies to that. Ooh, that's nice. That is very nice. We have one train connection. Talk about progress. We are doing better than Elon Musk. We have at least one working high-speed rail connection. We'll leave it green for now. Let me casually roast random tech billionaires. I'm sure they'll be totally cool with me what was it, shooting the shit or whatever at them. I'm sure they don't have an ego. None at all. Okay, I want to put it here, but I think I might have to put it here maybe. Yeah, this is gonna be weird for people. Like, people are gonna kind of have to walk to it, but... Ah! Where, oh where? I could be evil and destroy a building. Yeah, a lot of this area is very bad for, like, slope. It's a mathematical nightmare. Yeah, I mean, it's like weird because I could zoom in here and just like play around with this maybe. I don't think that'll do anything, but you know, it's always worth an attempt. That's the one thing I don't like about City Skylines with its like mods and stuff. It won't let me skip the slope is too steep thing. No matter what, it has to be a flat enough slope. Like, okay, I guess. This is very close to the last one, but it's whatever. Now I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to do this, because this is kind of like weird. You're weird. We can do that. The thing is, I want another one that goes all the way out over here. So we have this for now. We have like a little three-way type of system, something easy, something simple. It just connects. It's kind of like your typical subway, bounce from one station to the next that's nearest to you. But we want to have a little more expansiveness in case we go out here. Uh-oh. Speaking of problems, we're having a sewage issue. Do I know why? No. Should I fix it? Probably. Alright. Sewer powers activate! I'm gonna try and keep it as far from the thing over there as possible. I don't want our water contaminated. That could be an issue. Let me check our sewage Yeah, we have a lot of sewage treatment, so that shouldn't be a problem. Alright, back to our train. Metro. Dang it. We have space here, and it's not too far from that, so... We have a little bit of some gap room here for people to kind of exist. People just exist. Woohoo! Dysentery! Hell yeah! I'm thinking really hard about this next step, folks. How do I curve my eyes? How do I curve my eyes, folks? Can I do an eye curving surgery? Isn't that how they fix eyes? They just like do lasers or whatever to like curve your eyes or whatever. I don't know, but there is something like that where it's like, oh, you do something with laser eye surgery. But I don't know. What the heck is it? Oh well. What we need to do next is do a three-way connection. And this should be relatively smooth, because it will eventually connect up here, and yeah, it should align. Our stars should align with this. Like, I want to make our three-way as like spread out as possible, because sometimes we have issues when it's too small that it doesn't recognize it. Oh, they burn off part of your retina. Retina, jeez. They burn off part of your retina? Oh no. Yeah, keep your eyes healthy, folks. I am getting an eye exam tomorrow. Alright, next step. Ooh, that looks nice. Next step, this station. Ooh, I'm loving this. Is this McDonald's? Because I am loving it. Oh man, somebody's gotta punch me for that joke. Alright. And complete. I hate how it keeps doing that. You have to keep bouncing back and forth on the screen. Okay, this is the teal line. I got my first eye exam after 20 years 3 weeks ago. Oh my goodness, Marduk. Hope your eyes are okay. Luckily, I haven't had eye problems yet, so for me, that wouldn't be an issue, but I know everybody's different, and yeah, some people that might not be so good for. Hope you're doing okay. Ah, I'm thinking of an idea, folks. I got an idea! I have a brand spanking new idea. It's spanking. I'm spanking the idea. I'm gonna have to knock some buildings over for this. Well, this whole area is actually too steep, so we're gonna do some remodeling. Yes, it works. And one person is saddened by this. Suck it up! Yeah, I just should have been wearing glasses this entire time. Oh no! Oh, yeah, at least I have them now. Well, that's good. At least you got them. At least now you know. The more you know. Okay, I have one idea. I have a singular thought in my head. And that's the idea. Alright, next step. Connecting the three. we need another kind of three-way scenario going here. So we want one way going here where it breaks out towards River Valley. And then the next after this is going up there. This one is going to be a bit trickier because it's a bit shorter of a connection. And it's also by the highway, which highways are crazy. We are very trained to drive. Hopefully that isn't too steep of a connection. It shouldn't be, but it's always better to be safe than sorry with these things. Alright, that might be interesting. Hopefully it works. This is our train station connection so far. Shoot, Metro. It's Metro, gosh darn it. This is our Metro system. My goodness, my brain is empty. We do need to add something for Victoria. But for now, we need to just kind of figure out River Hill. Because we have something on the edge of River Hill, but we want something a little more in the kind of town part of it. I guess my solution to this could be to connect these roads here. We could do that. It's not a terrible idea. I don't know. I just wasn't vibing with it at first. I guess we have to. So people can get out and just kind of walk to the other side. Alright. We do need to add some water here, of course, just because we'll have new buildings. And they're gonna need their H2O. This is such a weird turn. But oh well. Alright, next step, next step. More Metro. This one's gonna connect kind of to the west side of River Hill. More in our city area where we had the last one. And that's gonna look really sweet because then it's gonna connect back to Brook Hills. And it's gonna be a really easily short connection for that. If I can properly connect them. Which I can. And we have a problem here. Oh, it fixed itself. Next step, connecting these two stations. We're gonna have to do a curve type of thing, unfortunately, here. So it's gonna kind of go a little bit outward, a little bit kind of counterintuitive to what we got here. But at the end of the day, it's going to turn back around and connect like that. So that gives us a good loop type of connection we have here. So at least we have a very connected area. Kaizy, hey! Great to see you! Kaizy and I both hop in a few of our fellow streamers' streams. It's like a fellow familiar. Fine. Great to see you again, and yeah, hope you're enjoying yourself today. I am just vibing with the city and the trains. I mean Metro. I need to be slapped every time I say train instead of Metro. Alright, yeah, I'm trying to think of something here. Like, we could add something here. This could be our lazy person's connection, but I guess we could. This will be kind of like a little detour for people who want to, like, just vibe and, like, not have to go all the way down there. But, yeah, it works. It'll kind of be like our little alt loop, I guess you can call it. Okay, I'm thinking about something. Not sure if what I did was a good idea. Aw, and thanks for calling me a big cutie. Not sure how big I am, but I guess I am cute. But you're doing okay, just busy with work. Ah, shoot. Hope work's going fine for you. Yeah. I've been looking for work, that's my work. And that's been very slow for me, unfortunately. Not many responses at the moment, but I'm vibing. This is kind of my other work for now, just being an epic creator, an epic gamer. Okay, fingers crossed that works. Oh, we could connect this here, actually. I have one idea. Look at this. Isn't it a beautiful shape? Alright, now let's add some more connections, because we need a lot of train, metro, gosh darn it, connections now. We're gonna start here, and kind of do like a little loop here. River Valley, this place. We can end it here. So that is line 3? Yeah, it's 3. We're gonna make this one blue. Cyan, to be particular. And now let's create another line here, but this one is going to be more of a Brook Hills River Hill connection. So we're going to add stop. Add a stop. Add a stop. And add a stop. Man, we got some good old transportation going. This is kind of a darker royal blue line. And yeah, this is pretty much what we got so far. We have one connection there, and we need to expand on that. Right now it is kind of flat, kind of boring. We need more train here. Give me more train. That is the most I'm gonna do for now. Actually, I lied. We're gonna go up to here. And then we can do like a giant loop for this one. I'm going very high end on this one. And then it's gonna come all the way back, and the line's complete. Love me some public transit. Well, besides the creeps that use it. Yeah. Public is weird. That's why there's people out there that will be like, nah, we gotta privatize everything. Just to like try and separate people, like the rich people from the plebs. Yeah. I don't know, that's the problem when things get privatized in my opinion, is that it just makes it that much worse for everybody else, like that isn't in wealth or doesn't have the chances or doesn't get lucky. It's just, yeah, that's a whole chaotic thing. That is a very political matter to talk about, and I'm not an expert on it, but I do have my opinions from my experiences, or lack of ability to get some. Alright, so this looks pretty good. We could settle on this for now. We're an hour in. I'm trying to think of how I should plan this, because these streams tend to be a little more kind of just a little more structured, I'd say. Like, I originally remember saying that they weren't, that there would be more chill, but I feel like when I plan stuff out, I'm like, I feel very organized. Like, ooh, I'm doing this. Alright, it's asking us to buy more land, I think, was what it told us last time, so we might do that. I'm thinking of which land to buy. We're pretty far out here. Like, we could add a little more land, but yeah. It's a weird scenario. Oh, I have an idea. Let me check the land here. Sorry, the land here. My original goal was to kind of connect these roads here, these two highways. This is like a national small highway freeway type of thing, and this is more of a legitimate big interchange type of freeway. And if they connect there, it'll kind of be like you have your kind of small town freeway hit the big one. And this is more going to kind of go through the forest to connect here, so people who want to take like a shortcut but in a more scenic route will do this. And shut up about the fires, we don't talk about those. Anyway, this here would work. I guess my only issue was I was hoping I could use this and this to kind of wind it a little bit. But I think for now we should just try this. We have a very giant town now. It'll be very fun once we get more and more of these spaces kind of accessed, but it's just like for now we don't want to get too much that we bite off. You know, don't want to bite off more than we could chew. But yeah, for now, let's see how this will work. Let's go to our national highway. National highway, there we go. And normally I could like go around like this or whatever if I use like cheats or whatever, but I'm being an honest Abe today. Me with my beard and all. I'm just going to do this. Living like Larry on the edge here, and oof. Do something like that. I'm thinking, folks. I'm thinking really hard. Because I want the connection here to not be too close to this, but I don't want it to be too much into the open area that we don't have much of a place for the town to live. So this is going to be an interesting curvature. And I don't think I can undo things normally. I have to just remove them. So, yeah. This is my shot. Not blowing away my shot. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, I could do it a little more through the forest. Yeah, so that happened. We could even do this where it intersects here, but that might be a bit chaotic. So what I'm thinking is something like, I don't know, something around here maybe? Yeah, this is my idea. We're gonna kind of have it intersect here. This is kind of the layout of it for now. Keep it pretty basic. Yeah, because it's going to go very north, and, you know, you get spam calls sometimes when you're in the middle of streaming. Isn't that great? Yeah, I don't know what this number is. Goodbye. I forgot to turn it on to my personal do not disturb mode. Alright. That happened. And for some reason, that caused my thing to do something. My phone just blanked out for a sec. Alright, let's get back to it. So looking at this, I kind of curved it a bit too much. So I'm going to do a little bit of an adjustment. My OCD is telling me, give it a little more space. Just so it's a little more straightened. I think I may have just done this already, but who cares? Actually, I care. Alright, take 2. Take 3, I mean. How many takes is this gonna take? There we go. Much better. Now let's go to the legitimate highway, the 3-laner, the big boy. Give me the big boy. And it's gonna kind of go in a little bit. We don't want this one to hit the forest as much. Our national highway, we kind of want to be in the forest as more of a scenic route. Our regular interchange freeway, we want to be as open as possible in the open land so it doesn't get so bad on the environment. If only politicians really talked like this. Alright. Now let's continue this a little more upwards. And it's gonna keep going, like, I think this one's gonna be our really northern freeway. It's gonna just keep going up and up. It's like that diaper brand or whatever, up and up, or... Is it a diaper brand, or is it like... I don't know, I forget that they're just like random things. They're like a Target brand or whatever? I don't even remember. Yeesh, that's a... I need to make this wider. But yeah, how is everybody doing today? Today was a very slow day for me. I just simply got out of bed and I don't know what else was going on in my day today. I'm trying to think. It wasn't very productive, unfortunately, so, you know, you get some of those days where you just flat out are like, I did nothing really during the day. But last night, I was just mostly working on a new art style. I was figuring out how to use like a more painterly style instead of the traditional sketch then paint. And it did wonders for me. Like, I was like just thoroughly impressed with how much more I could structure my shapes and stuff. Like, it legitimately felt like I had more control over my sketch, because before it felt like my sketches were really, really rigid. Like, I felt like in general one of my weaknesses was like posing in anatomy, and it would always be because I would have like a certain sketch thing in mind, and it would just be like, I would try to do it, but it would just not really look good on paper. But yeah, doing the painterly thing, I could kind of adjust and tweak with it, so I could do some of it and then go back and forth, and it really worked out for me. I posted my first one on Twitter where it was me kind of doing the death drop. And it's a silly little thing, but I was pretty proud of it. Okay, next is this. And last but not least, bam. Now we have to do the merger of the two. Now we have a giant freeway. Look at us expanding the town. And hello, Benru. Great to see you. How are you doing? Was your day? What is going on? for now, I need to do a little bit of a change up here. I think. Emphasis on the think part. Go move that back a little bit more. Maybe? Something like that. We'll start with that for now. This is going to be an interesting intersection because we're going to have this highway end at this point for now, but once we get to the actual, like, big ol' city, we're gonna, like, actually expand it more westward. Oh, it's actually sunny and warm for once. And it's the first day of spring, congrats! It's still kind of summer for me where I am, and so it is hella hot. It was 100 degrees today for me. That was another highlight of my day. Hot. Very hot. Alright, so let's start here. I think that'll be a good start for now. And then we do one of these here. So we're gonna have like kind of a dead end here. That's not a good dead end. We're gonna have a dead end here. Yeah, it's like about 30 for you guys, maybe more. It's 99 right now for us, which is, in Celsius, that is 37. So it's 37. We got an excessive heat warning, so that's great. 19. Ooh, that's pretty nice. It's pretty relaxed. Just thinking of something for a second. Sorry, chat. Alright, that is one intersection. And next up, we're gonna have to do something with this. This is interesting. This is quite the dilemma. Oh no, don't say that, I'm not... I am not. That's strange, it's going upward. I don't want that. You took a very educated guess. Luckily I'm not. I'm all showered up and clean and nice and comfortable. So at least I can prove you wrong there. this is strange. I think I made a mistake here. Let me check something. I just use your basic, like, Dove men's care, whatever it's called. Just that one. It's pretty basic, but it's good. It's not like, it's like paraben free or whatever, so that's what I like about it. It's not so, like, chemically, like, it's a little more organic. Just need a little second here, thinking about something, chat. There we go. I am shocked that this isn't working. I can see why. Okay, I think I need to make an adjustment here. This row needs to be a lot lower. That's a bit too low, but we'll make it work. Could try and like flatten this out somehow. Oh, palm oil, or palm olive, that's nice. Yeah, for my, I just use like a Head and Shoulders thing for my like hair wash, shampoo, whatever it's called. It's a vibe. It helps with dandruff stuff. I also get dry skin, so it really helps with that. Or I should be using more of like the actual like hair thing for that, but for now I'm just kind of doing what works. Once again, I'm shocked. This should work, but for some reason it's not. I think I know what I need to do. This might be technically out of bounds, but it'll be a good temporary for now. This will be for when the highway expands, but at least this will give me a little bit more freedom to roam here. And do a kind of a curve here if I can. I don't know if I can make this work, but I can kind of get it a little more around the bend here. Yeah, a little more, like, here first. Yeah, I don't know, dandruff's not good, but I haven't had dandruff in a while because of it, so that's been very nice. Come on. There we go. I don't know why that wasn't working for a while. There we go. So I'm trying to make like a temporary 8-way whatever intersection here, or 4-way. But yeah, so far it's been just kind of tricky. last thing we need to do is kind of an imaginary thing here. So, how are we gonna do this? We already have like one connection, imaginary second connection, imaginary third, real fourth, imaginary fifth, sixth. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just a 7 and 8. So, whatever is here needs to kind of like. Oof. I think I realized a problem. We need this to connect to the other freeway here. So we need to start working on this guy. Ah, come on. May have made this one a little too shallow. So far this stream, I've seen you build more roads than city. Well, I mean, a lot of cities are roads, right? There we go. That'll work. Now we just kind of have to do this one above. Maybe a bit extreme, but it eventually will come back down and slam here. Bam. Slam and jam. So is this more basic PNG avatar due to quality / frame rate problems? Well, no, it's like, this is my default, like, PNG tuber that I've always had since the beginning of streaming, so, well, since the beginning of streaming on Twitch at least. But for me, it's just kind of like a more default. This represents my regular, like, Dirk persona and whatnot. So it's a default, and I don't know, bringing out the behemoth for me is like, I don't know, I have to feel like it suits the time, right? Or if I really feel like I'm transitioning more into like a behemoth Sona, but I don't know, that would feel like a whole rebrand for me. Like, it's kind of tricky because everybody just knows me as Dirk the Red Panda, so even though I'm like change over for like seasonal to like just Dirk the Panda, it's like, even then I'm like, people still know me as a Red Panda, so it's like kind of hard for me to stick to that. It's kind of a tricky like balance of people know me for something, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the balance is of that, like how much it makes sense. But I would love to like kind of figure that out. Oh, / behemoth, since the first stream I watched of you, you were the behemoth. Yeah, that was kind of a surprise. That was my first stream ever having the behemoth VTuber, so that was pretty cool. It definitely was something that I wasn't really preparing myself for. Yeah, so I would love to do it. I just feel, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, what do I do if I want to be more of like a behemoth? It's like, I really love the character. Alright. Sorry, I just need to think about this for a second. How am I gonna do this? I do have one idea. I don't think the idea will work. Yeah, unfortunately, it is not working. It is too steep, and it gets in the way of this road. I have to keep it high enough is the problem. I could do this. Call me crazy. I am crazy. Shoot, that isn't gonna work. The pain. Okay, maybe this. And this will eventually connect with the other one outside the city, so... Once again, gonna do a little cheats, a little hacks. To kind of make that expand a little longer. And this should be fine. It'll eventually connect and whatever, but yeah. That will be a thing. Okay, come on. Perfect. I would honestly like to ask my chat, like, what they think of, like, the Behemoth Sona, and, like, how they would feel if I ever changed more into going with that. Like, I do love being a Behemoth character, but... yeah. I'm trying to figure out if it fits me and if it fits, like, just being my channel. It's so hard when you get known for one thing. Sorry to rant about it for so long. Oh, and since it's just me here, I thought I'd share. I'm also autistic, so if I jump from topic to topic, honestly, I'm the same way. Relatable, I am also autistic, so... Oh, well, you probably knew that from before when I talked about it, but... yeah. So I totally get that. And yeah, don't worry if it happens, because, yeah. People just be like that sometimes. People just are. Alright, just gonna figure this out first. Like, I'll just sometimes forget a topic, like, mid-sentence and be like, what were we doing? Alright, next step is to connect some more roadage. This one's gonna be trickier, because obviously this will be easy to connect to this side, but the next one will be a lot of mixing and matching. Okay, so that one's pretty clean. Now to do the other side. So we have to kind of get this one going under, but the only problem is that the slope is too steep, so I could do it above, is the thing. I could have it going, like, this may be a bit crazy here, but, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, something above. I just need to get the main road established first, so it does that. Maybe I'll not have it dip. I just need to test this pattern out. If it's going to be your escapism, get in touch with your inner beast, then go for it. I do vibe with that, though. Sometimes it feels that way for me. I follow plenty of himbofers who choose the big guys to represent them. It's like I've always wanted to be kind of that big himbo vibe, but I don't know if my voice does not fit that. Like my regular speaking voice. Like I can try and put on an impression or whatever, but yeah. I'm just like not sure if I sound like I can pull that off. Or if people will like feel at least convinced, because you know, it's kind of tricky sometimes when you're like, I want to be himbo, but you know, it's like gotta make sure the voice sounds right. Alright, so this is a... this is one hell of an intersection. Bam! Look at that. We did it, chat. We have nailed the 8-way intersection. Incomplete. Alright. Now, let's see. I might want to move this one up a little bit. Just to give a little more time to the people that are merging. I feel like that fits better. You can sound like anything and be a himbo. An Aussie for I follow called Grant Zeebs. Oh yes, Grant Zeebs. Oh yeah. I vibe with him. Yeah. I don't know, I think about it, I'm like, I could see it. Yeah. He's a pretty good vibe though. Got some silly videos. I do want to do stuff like him and what some other 3D VTubers do where they can also move their arms. But I only have VC face for now, which only uses your head or your face. So for now, I'm kind of just doing that for now, but I'm going to probably look into like what other programs I can do, because it seems like a really cool thing to play around with. Ah, that's too steep. Okay. Panda wants to flex on stream. Yes, I do. Call me a himbo. I'm just gonna start flexing. Ah, too steep. I think for now we're just gonna leave it at that, and once we build the other side of the freeway, it will do the thing. So, all good. Maybe we could buy more land, but I want to establish this land for now. It's kind of an interesting thing because we have a very long road going from there, and I don't know if I want to make this like a regular freeway exit or like one of those small mini exits that just people turn in left and right for. We'll figure it out, and if it needs to be bigger, we can do that. Like, this area is pretty vast and open. So we could do this for now. Yeah. The imagination of ours can sure run wild. Alright, that might be like a little loop we have where people can just kind of intersect with the freeway and do this, but yeah, maybe a little bit further out. I have to figure this out. Perfect. I don't want it to be like too short is the thing, because otherwise it feels kind of like pointless. You people, bigger's always better. Alright, now we can start adding some like little homes and stuff here. People can start living here, build their ranches and stuff. I might make this a farming district. That might be fun. That's gonna be a very interesting, like, road. Definitely out in the middle of nowhere. But this road here, however, is going to definitely go out here. Somewhere yonder. It's gonna eventually hit the big old city. Or town, I should say. This is going to be kind of, once again, a roundabout scenario. But I do need to make this other side higher. Because it is one road too low. I think that might be high enough. That might be high enough. Okay, let's go back here. Turn. And let's see the height of this. That's pretty good. We're gonna have to do a little more adjusting, but for now this is pretty dang good. That might be a bit much. I don't want this to be a bridge, though. That's my only issue. That might work. And this here will have to definitely jump up really high. And farming can be fun. It may be challenging, but... Oof. A little too steep. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit of tweaking with this guy. Oh, jeez, what am I doing? What is this road? Gonna have to back it up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, a lot of corn and stuff. What's your number one Aspie obsession? I'm not sure what Aspie is. Okay, let's get back to this, sorry. Got very distracted by that. Freeway exit here. Okay, let's start about here. I'm thinking. For a second, actually, I'm reconsidering. Let's start here. And I might shorten the other side because it's a bit far out. Oh, like Asperger's. For me, it's Eurovision. I don't know why. It's just the vibe of the contest stuff and just performance and just hearing about that stuff. And I don't know. I always liked the older ones a little bit more as like, you know, just for more of the classic enjoyment. But I still do like all the modern contests in their own way. There was a period in like the early 2000s where I was like, it's not really hitting well, but it eventually kind of landed back on its feet around the turn of the decade. Yeah, I never knew that, you know, that's how they abbreviate sometimes with that Asperger's. I'm really shocked this is not, like, allowing me to do it. Might have to go a little bit further back, maybe. I'm like, trying to test this out. Let me see if this works. Just like a random road. That works. Now let's do this. I am flabbergasted. Maybe I have to move it further back. Way further back, jeez. That's a bit... It's a bit wacky. We'll do this for now. Alright. Move that out a little more. And this will be for when the city gets, like, you know, expanded upon. Why don't it work? If I do this, it's fine, but I hate breaking the rules. It's like it should be fine. I'm just kind of flabbergasted because it works on the other side. Maybe it's because that's slightly higher. Let me test that out. Like, that works. But this here probably is going to be too... Oh, it's not too steep. Good. Okay, now we fixed it. Let's see what we can do here. Do we want it to go in a little bit inwards for the exit? Like, do we want a left turn intersection, or do we want to make it more of a right turn? We might even want to do this, where it's like the freeway entrances are kind of on the outer fringe of the thing. Permission. I don't know. I mean, I'm a bit hesitant with like friend requests, but you can feel free to DM me. Like, yeah, I'm cool with DMs just as long as the person DMing me isn't like spamming me with like stuff every day, like just random posts or whatever. But you know, if people just you want to chat or whatnot. I don't know, it's like I don't want to be the type of person that just gets like friended on there just to be like, oh, I'm friends with Dirk type of thing, because yeah, that's just not a vibe that I want to be, just people trying to friend me because of that. Oh. Oh, you're that person. I think I've seen you on the Outcast server. We're gonna have to do a little bit of a slight adjustment here. Come on. Get that hump over. Oh no, Perpy! Oh. Hey Perpy, how are you doing? Always joke, cause it's like, Perpy's one of the recurring people who like watches my streams. So it's like, oh, it's Perpy, and people are like, ah, welcome. I don't care about popularity or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to chat about that. Honestly, at this point, I think, yeah, the more I'm talking with you, the more I vibe with it. I guess I'd be more worried if I was a bigger streamer. Like, I guess feel free about the friend request. I don't want this to be like anybody can friend request me though, because, yeah. It's a very person by person case. Like, just because I say it to somebody doesn't mean that's like a permission for everybody. If everybody knows what I mean. Oh, come on. Heck. Heck! Why doesn't it work? Whoa, so many mim. So many mim. Wow, Perpy. I love it. I love how you managed to figure out how to use all the emotes. Ah, heck, that doesn't work either. Maybe I could do a little trick. This might be a little bit loopy, but anything to get this to work. Maybe I can make it like a left lane exit. Ah, excuse me. Yeah, this game is kind of not vibing with it until I do that. Just strange, but it does the job. Oh boy. Looks a bit grody, but whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Even if the job's a bit dirty. There we go. Two of me, Charmy and Perpy. Yeah. I don't think I'm a big streamer, but yeah. I mean, when I was doing stuff on YouTube, I think I was a little more, like, popular just because I was, like, one of the earlier, like, VN readers and people just did that. So I guess I just worry about people kind of associating me with that and just being more attached with me because of that. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with, you know, when you're like trying to transition from one platform to another. Like, you don't want to feel like you're stuck in the past. I don't think I am for the most part, but you know, there's always the worry still. Kind of that internal brain monologue of, don't want to be that person. Okay, this looks pretty good so far. I might move it back a little bit because it feels a bit sharp. There we go. That's a little better, I'd say. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. It's really nice that Outcast will, like, shout out people. Yeah. It's like, I really like the vibe of his streams. Like, they don't feel like one of those really big YouTuber streams where they get really clobbered with, like, announcements and notifications all the time. Because that kind of overwhelms me. I mean, the autistic side of me is just like, geez, we need a break. Well, it's like, can I get a second to rest? But, yeah. It feels personable enough that it's like people are vibing on the stream, but not like, yeah. Like, you don't have to worry about it being like too small where you're like, things are too slow of a stream. Because sometimes that feels like this, where it's like a smaller stream and, you know, it's kind of hard to figure out what to talk about. It's not a bad thing, it's just, you know, it's like, it's kind of like having the middle ground. Sorry I have to get into so much of an explanation of that. It's just kind of a thing I've had to just, you know. That's just my experience. This might work. I'm just building a temporary thing here, so that's why this isn't gonna look complete. Yeah, I like the kind of the rambling feeling of streaming. Like, that's why I kind of got more into this than doing my VN streams. Because as much as those were fun, it just felt like I really have to put on a performance for that. Which is nice from time to time, but doing that all the time for me was just pretty tiring. So I kind of, like, unloaded on some of the amount of streams I do, so I'm doing, like, less now. It's like a good balance for me now. I'm not too overloaded, but I'm still doing some occasionally. Which is kind of what I try and do on Fridays, but it doesn't work every time. Like, not every visual novel updates that I play. Which, like, it does give the excuse of, like, oh, I could stream more, but, you know, that's just, I do it at my own pace. Oh, what's your Aspia perception? Ooh, rocks, that's a good one. Ooh, I don't know what gates are, but I don't know, finding rocks and stuff on the beach is pretty cool, I'd say. I think it's fun when people know that stuff, because it's like, rocks are so common around the world, like, people just take them for granted. People just, like, they're just rocks, like, you know, what about them? And it's like, it's interesting, because there's such important things about that when you learn about, like, geology or whatever, and it's like, you know, there's a lot of different things about, like, sedimentary rocks or, like, whatever the other rocks are. There's a whole thing. I remember in 6th grade science, they talked about that, and I was just like, I mean, it's a vibe. It's a definite vibe. Okay, that's what we're gonna do for now. Leave it at that. It looks like a chromosome, but whatever. Metamorphic, yes, igneous, and oh, there's a wrestler. Wrestler rocks. Interesting. I wonder who wrestles with the rocks. Oh, that was a terrible joke. Oh, the rock, like the wrestler. Jeez, I thought there was an actual wrestler type of rock. The himbo hours are really coming in. Okay. This is interesting. We're gonna kind of have a funky little intersection here. So what I'm gonna do here is take this, move this back a little bit, whoops, and have this kind of turn into like a housing intersection here where once we pass the housing, we get this like one-lane road scenario. Maybe a little more here. And at this intersection, we start adding houses and like kind of make it more of a residential area. I love how, yeah, that was so fun when we just, we're talking about your son. I was like, oh, you're that person that, like, you commissioned Outcast. I was like, I love that character. Like, I was like, what kind of species is this? Because, I hadn't seen that before. I haven't seen, like, a wombat combo. Wombo combo wombat. Sorry, I had to say it. It was too, I couldn't resist. Yeah, it was just cool. I was like, haven't seen that species before. Like, also the other day I found out that bearcat is a species. I have heard people talk about, like, the actual name for it, like, bitterung, I think it's spelled, or called, bitterung? But, yeah, that's, like, the actual, like, kind of nickname for it's, like, bearcat. I was like, I like this species, because there's, like, one person that I follow that does that, like, character. It's, like, they're like the purple guy. not from Five Nights at Freddy's, but they're, it's like their bearcat's like purple, and everybody's like, you're that person, and it's like if you see the character, they're like, they're that. I just love the character's anatomy. I do love my big top-heavy characters. Oh, I've kept bearcats on Planet Zoo. They are big and fluffy. Yeah, they're adorable. They kind of remind me of raccoons, or like red pandas a little bit, because of the eye pattern. I love that about them. Me as a red panda Sona. No bias here. Alright. We're starting to build our neighborhoods. I am Bara fan confirmed. I mean, that was easy to tell. I am not, I'm not subtle about that. Why do you think I follow Outcast? And, who else? Like, I need to follow Juiceps. I think I do? I'm not sure. Who else? I'm trying to think. I'm blanking on who else I follow that's like their bar artist. Jeez. Really hard to be put on the spot with that, but if I see them, I'm like, I follow them or whatever. Like, my artist for Ocean Avenue is definitely that Bara type of artist, Awaken Arts. That's the first one that I'm thinking off the top of my head. Alright, so this one's gonna kind of go towards the forest here. Let's start building our water supply. Let's connect all these. Oh yeah, Carl. I forgot about Carl. I follow him. I was watching their stream before I joined this stream. Grand Zeebs, yes. Under the Red Moon, of course. I haven't seen them do Bara lately, but honestly, their streams are such chaos, and I love it. Like, they're definitely that thing where I'm like, normally I'm not like such a fan of like chaotic streams, but the way they do it is not overwhelming to me. Like, it's like you have to strike that balance. At least when, in my opinion. Because it's like, for me, it's like I like Barley the Bear, but their streams can be very overwhelming with the alerts. Yeah, he's got that voice that's... Yeah, he is like that James Earl Jones sound. He's got such like that deep voice, and it's so fun, because it's just like... It's like you think with that voice, you're like, try and take him seriously, and it's just like... just the craziest shit posts. It's like such a great contrast, and I love it. Like, for me, it's like... I guess in a sense that's why I don't follow people like Whiskey Dingo. It's like they're great streamers. I don't want to be like, oh, I don't recommend them, because it's always up to personal taste with that stuff. Unless somebody does something like problematic or crazy, I will not have like an opinion. Like, if somebody does something problematic, I will be like, I don't think you should follow them or whatever. But yeah, if I'm like, oh, I don't care for this streamer. It's just my word. It's not gospel. But yeah, it's like their streams are kind of like that. It's like definitely like a Barley stream on crack. Fun personality, but yeah, sometimes that type of personality can be like a bit much for me. I'm a shit. I love that line. Listen here, you little shit. And of course, we cannot forget Shaggy, Daphne, Frederick. Classics. The fact that he managed to jump onto that first, like, or at least before any other, like, furry streamers that I know of got onto it, it's just so clutch, because it's like, that was such a popular clip. Yeah, high energy streams are a bit much for me. Like, I like to listen to a stream to kind of relax, unwind. Like, if I get a stream that's, like, very high energy, I can only do it if it's for, like, a game that you can vibe with the high energy, but for the most part, like, artists or, like, just general gaming, it's, like, you kind of want to have a mix of, like, lax, but still, like, you know, fun to kind of like crack jokes, kind of like when you're with a friend group hanging out. Like that type of energy is the best. I can't seem to find my glasses. It's nuts. We do stand Velma losing the glasses. Yeah, personable streamers. I guess that's what it is. I couldn't find the word for it. Yeah, it's all about vibing, I'd say. Like, finding a streamer that you vibe with is important. Like, a streamer can do whatever they can, but if they aren't, like, a vibeable person for many people, then, yeah, that's just the kind of unfortunate thing. It's just... It's good in that people aren't forced to sit through people they don't like, which, you know, that's kind of my problem with TV. You just kind of are limited to what you got. At least with, like, streaming platforms like Netflix or whatever, there's a little more flexibility with, like, you can find more of the right niche. But, yeah, just regular old TV is just... It definitely panders to that older audience, and it's not really going to change anytime soon just because that's kind of more of a dying breed of entertainment. Like, we still have movies and stuff, obviously, but it's not very viable for an audience that can't really afford to pay bills a lot of time for things. And it's just like, we want something that is easily affordable, or something that's more like a month-by-month basis that I don't have to commit too hard for. Yeah, hence when I get these rare chat to myself moments and get to engage one-on-one with streamers. Oh yeah, I feel the same way. It's like, I get that dopamine rush when it's like, ooh, streamer I really like acknowledges my comment. Big dopamine rush. The is it serotonin? The serotonin is satisfied. Alright, I think I'm gonna build like schools and stuff here. We're gonna actually build a city in City Skylines. Senpai, notice me. I do have my own soundboards. Or my own sounds, if you want to do exclamation sounds. I don't have many for now, but I have some fun ones. And a couple of channel rewards that do sounds. Oof, excuse me, sorry. Ah, decisions. What do I do here? Do I put a giant park? That's a playground. Do I put a giant park here? Okay, I need to back that up a little bit more. Just a little more slope. Ah, did not mean to slope there. Oh, you got the behemoth. Somebody's rewarding me with the behemoth. What is it? F3? F3 is my happy, angry, surprise? Yes, uh-oh. I think I'm coming on with the transformation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's time. Hold up. Luckily, I had it already set up. I said I already had it set up. What's up, folks? Let me reset this camera a little bit. This F8. There we go. And my thing is not hidden. Get away. Get away, thing. There we go. Welcome back, folks. Dirk the Behemoth. With my City Skylines. Big boy. Play big city game. Make the people feel tiny. Alright. The only redeem that matters. I do have the show my face IRL one, just because there are some people that like that. But I do like this one a lot. I might sometimes even like pull out the behemoth just if I feel like it, but yeah, it's a very depending thing. All those things that it will still be a reward even if I do choose. It'll just... Actually, if I do already have the behemoth out, I don't know how to refund people, but I might like just turn off the notification reward thing. Just because I don't want people to like waste the reward if I'm already the behemoth. I'm like looking down at something. Looking down at you little people in the little city. Alright. We're gonna have to establish some electricity next. That's our next big goal. I'm not looking down on a little pudgy red panda. Aw, but the pudginess is cute. Cute little pudgy panda. I'm just a little pipsqueak who loves to do little pipsqueak things. Like build stuff and drive truck. man. Slamming down all these things. Look at me go. Woof. I think the rain has passed, but I do need to add electricity because these people need a power source. I'm gonna build it a little bit away from them, but still connect them. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little more straight. Ah, still not straight enough, I guess. Why does everything have to be so straight? Perfect. I do tease lots. Ah, no, you're all good. I do love being like that. It's fun. Ah, shoot, I forgot to connect the water. Where do we begin? Maybe on the side of the freeway. Okay, now we have water. Good. Oh, we could do it here. This might be better. Alright, destroy! I am destroying the water supply. Yes, I can't be straight when I'm Pan. Straighten out my back. Am I right? Okay, what's next on my agenda? We'll build some intersections in a second. Yeah, do you find it tend to be... Okay, also checking... my brain. Also checking with a fellow LGBT autistic. Do you find you tend to be a bit more get to know the person than jump their bones first date kind of thing? The thing is, I think my autism has kind of made me more hesitant to even just get to know people. Like, I want to get to know people instead of just jumping their bones. Whatever that means. But I am a lot more just, I don't know, socially introverted, where I'm like, I guess it's harder for me to really bond because I just get nervous about feeling out of place socially, where I'm like, I'm nervous about my social skills. Like, I still am, like, at least sociable enough. I just kind of worry about, like, not, like, being, like, just, I don't know, I guess saying the wrong things or just, yeah, just being clumsy. But that's, I guess, like, general worry, I think. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yes, I do. I'm autistic. Ah, come on. There we go. Yeah. I mean, I knew for pretty much my whole life. It was like my parents were early on, like, found the diagnosis when I was pretty much like a baby or toddler, and they're just like, yeah, very early on, just like checking in with that stuff and being like, you know, try and help me to best prepare myself. And then eventually I tried taking things in my own hands of, yes, I want to go to like a private school or whatever else that didn't have like a social skills program or anything, just because I thought I was mature enough or whatever. I don't know. I think around that time it was just very like, it was just a very, not like taboo, but very kind of hush-hush situation where it's like people just really didn't talk about like social like disabilities or whatnot. The autistic. Yes, we do have the autisms. Every single autism. Ah, come on. The slope is still too steep. I guess I'll just turn this into a different road. Alright, just to stretch you a little bit. You can hear my body crack a little bit there. Alright, what's next? I think I'm gonna change this into like, or not change, I'm gonna just turn the other side of this road into like a kind of commercial outlet. If the slope is steep enough, that is. There, we could do that for now. Alright, that's pretty solid. What happened to my cute avatar? Somebody did the channel reward, turned me into a behemoth, and yes, I do have a behemoth VR VTube chat thing. Just started it on Monday, so yeah, I have a behemoth alt Sona, and this is him. I also can, come on, lick my hair. So handsome. Honestly, I just love having like bigger characters like this. Not look at anyone in particular. My bad, puns really destroyed the world. Oh man, the rain is really falling today. Oof, I think this might have to be changed. Why not? We'll do this. A bit jank, but it works. Okay, I need to move that down a little bit more. This is going to be a very commercial area. We do need to add some apartments though, so I'm going to probably add those down here a little bit. Or here. I guess we can have a lot of housing. And we also need to add some offices, which I'm going to probably add here. This definitely seems like a good office outlet. A good office space, if you can say so. An office depot. Oh yeah, on Grindr, Scruff, me. All my best friends and even my crushes have been found on Twitch. Yeah, it's like one of those things where I'm like, I find people with Twitch or Discord groups. It is not... It's not traditional. I feel like it's more of like a demisexual-esque thing where it's just like, I have to really bond with people first and kind of find them through like my own social niches. It's really hard for me to just like trust somebody on like a Tinder or whatever, because it just feels like the commonalities are very like, there's not many. It's like a lot harder to connect to somebody, or a lot less likely. Okay, next up we're gonna add the football stadium. Because every school needs a football stadium. Slope too steep, slope too steep, slope too steep. Let's flatten this out a little bit. It's kind of tricky because like the slope tool is a bit better on this. I'd do it first and then flatten, because otherwise it gets a bit tricky. Like, it doesn't work much otherwise. Yeah, like it just... yeah, it doesn't vibe otherwise. It doesn't vibe. There we go. Sports team. And now we need to add the baseball field and soccer field. Perfect. We have a high school. Now we need to just... now we do need to name the town. What do we call this place? Tough names, tough choices. I'm gonna first kind of paint out the area, because we need this to be a county. But first, I forgot to give them water. And over there we need to add some. Sometimes you forget. Right now it's called Garland Park, which is boring as heck. It's only a tiny little area. Let's see how big this can get. Compared to some of these other areas, it's kind of small, so I might make the rest of this area here like Garland Park or whatever it's going to be called. So this is going to be a small kind of in the backwoods area until you get towards like the main town of it, the kind of downtown of Garland. And then the highway obviously splits the town from another town. So yeah, we have a nice little strip area. Yeah, I'm the same in the Demi sense. I find tons of great connections through Twitch and Discord. Yeah, honestly the communities there feel a lot more... I don't know if safe's the right word, but just a lot more comforting. It's not as like out there. Like I have a brother who like found somebody on eHarmony, I think it was. Yeah, and he's like looking on eHarmony, but like his last girlfriend before that was like just somebody he met at college. It's like he's a little more like, you know, just open to like trying things out. Meanwhile, I'm kind of like just hesitant as hell because I'm just like, shyness, help. Oh, and hello, Ian Kinza? Kinza? Two Z's. Interesting. Yeah, it's great to see y'all here. So this is what we got. Big Town. And a Victoria. Any suggestions for the name? I am leaving it up to the chat. Y'all determine what this is gonna be called. As I do that, I'm going to add some essentials, your medical, whatever, hospital, etc. Ah, heck. Now to add a hospital. We're gonna add that a little bit closer to the highway. Just so people can kind of come in and out. How about Pain? Jeez. We are really going for the hard ones today. Pain it is. Pain High School. Pain Elementary School. We are going for the hard hitters today. Let me see what the name of this is. It just says East. You can't really change the names and stuff here, unfortunately, but it's pretty cool to have. Pain like the Naruto character. Man, I never watched Naruto, but it could be an interesting show. I think I had somebody like try and describe the end of Naruto to me, and it was like just the most chaotic thing ever. So silly. Okay, looks like we managed to get that solved there. Now we just need to fix our junctions. Alright, now we need to get our walk rules. People cannot... Oh, whoops. People cannot... Jeez, what is wrong with me today? There we go. People cannot walk from side to side here just to make it safe. Oh, pseudonym for a character called Nagato, who basically has the literal eyes of God and is OP as fuck. Dude, that is crazy. Dude. Gonna embrace my inner California there. Ah, shoot, there's like another bar artist I'm thinking of in my head where they actually live kind of closer to where I am, but I'm trying to think of who they are. My brain's blanking on it, but they're pretty good. I was just checking them out the other day and I saw them. I was like, oh, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, next we need to establish a fire station, and eventually a public library. Okay, we'll try and flatten this out a little bit. I chose Outcast because he's an Aussie streamer. He's relatively close to me, and it was way easier paying in AUD than USD. Yeah, it's kind of annoying having to do all the conversions and stuff. But I kind of got into him because I forget if it was like Tosano or like one of my friends was like friends with him, and I was like, I kind of vibe with this guy too in his streams, so I just saw it and I was like, I guess I'll check him out, and just, yeah, kind of got interested ever since. Like, just the whole group there is just that fun type of community where I was just like, definitely a good group kind of going on here. Like, some groups, it's like, you know, you feel like you can get lost in the rut of things or whatever. It's like it's like the end of August, and there's already a meme of Mariah Carey spreading. It's gonna keep getting earlier and earlier. We're gonna just get to the end of December and Christmas will pass, and it will just repeat the entire year. Mariah Carey will never escape. I'm terrified. Absolutely terrified for it. It's already starting. That's too close. Trying to get this a little as close as possible, but I guess we just have to settle with that. And then the child center whatever is gonna try and be on the other side, but only if it fits. This is kind of an interesting area because you definitely get a lot of sloping. Or at least I built a lot of sloping area. Just because it's like a very hilly type of area. Yes, it says the defrosting has begun. Run. I've seen that one. It is terrifying. The only version of this song I find tolerable is the one from Love Actually. I haven't seen that one. Think of where to put this. Maybe over here. I don't understand the meme. It's just everybody obsesses over that song, like All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. So it's like anytime it gets near Christmas, people will just not stop playing it. And so it's like, it's just this like, it's this thing that just, you're waiting for it to happen every year. It's terrifying in that way. She's getting ready for Christmas. I really want this to work up here, and it's just not liking it. Guess it's fine, because we could just knock this down here. She's, yes, frighteningly popular, to say the least. That is a good way to sum it up. I get terrified of it. Like, every year, it's just, you know it's gonna happen. It is inescapable. Alright, so now we got that, and now we need to just figure this situation out. What else are we gonna add? I think we're getting pretty close to closing things off, but I'm really liking this new city. We got a nice little town, city-ish thing. Very widespread. We have that over yonder. I forgot how to do the farming thing, because I think we need to add like a special like farm district. Oh, industrial. This is what it is. Farming industry. Yeah, the issue is I have to kind of make it the farm industry. I have to like kind of turn this into its own space. We're gonna have a pain farm. This is gonna be too good. Welcome to Pain Farm. Pain Pastures. I hope you like it, chat. This is your special farming area. Get ready for the best farming area of your life. Not sure if I can do houses for it or if I have to make it industry. Let me just double check. Doesn't say I need industry, so we're just gonna kind of leave it as houses for now, and if we ever need to change it, we will. A. A. Oh, the pet didn't work? Really? Let me check something. I think my Mix It Up audio and overlay just need to be reloaded. Let me test it out, because I opened it up after the stream started, so that might be what messed it up. There we go. Love my pets. Self-pet report. Isn't it nice? Aw, it's cute. Thanks. It's really fun because I can do it for my regular PNG tuber and my VTuber. It's fun. Alright, what else can we add? Maybe some more shopping. A little more apartment. And I think we'll kind of top it off with some housing here. Everybody's ripping it. Everybody's taking the smoke. They're doing the weed. Alright, let's see what's going on here. People can turn, and then it just keeps going, keeps going. It's a long drive, but it's worth it, I'd say. Unfortunately, the electricity does not reach here, so we're gonna have to do a little quick solution to that. Alright, for now that will work, but we need people to move in. Come on. Hurry up. Or I could try and do this. This might work out, actually. Epic. It's weird, nobody's farming here. Might need to add some industry. Kind of towards the other side, though. So we're gonna do that. Alright, so we got this for now. Easy living in the suburbs. Oh, we forgot the water. Not again. Gosh darn it. We also need to eventually add like kind of a garbage disposal. So let's just do that. That'll be our last thing for today. It'll be as close as we can get it to the freeway, just so we don't have to worry about it being like right next to everything. Kind of want it out of its way, or just out of the way of the town. Maybe one last intersection here. Alright, perfect. Now we can loop that around and add some final industry and pretty much call it a day. Let's just change it to that, change it to that. And just a little kind of baby road for now, just so people can kind of play with that for next time. And yeah, that is everything. Everything. For today, that is. Maybe add some commercial. Commercial. Alright, look at this. What do y'all think? This is what we got for now. Gonna try and zoom it out as much as we can. Oh, we got the most attractive city award. Good going, us. Haha. Heck yeah. Man, kind of bummed about the frames per second. I might need to lower it to like 2,000. Or kilobits per second, or whatever the thing is called. But, yeah. Things are a bit chuggy today. A bit laggy. Even though the CPU is pretty much fine. Yeah, the kbps is really going up. So we're gonna stop there. We are going to wait for the day to end and then pause it. The day we are ending on and starting up next time is June 4th, 2034. We're gonna save. Oh, we got a bunch of random quick saves. I'll probably delete those later. There we are. June 4th, 2034. Springwood 2.0. Springwood LOL is complete. Alright, let's... I'll just leave it here. Nah, we don't need to quit. I'm just going to leave that on screen for y'all. And now, let's decide who we're gonna raid today. Got a lot of choices. We got Carl. We got Voidhound. Ooh, we got Tooler as always. Sir Growly. What about Co-op? Not as familiar with these channels, but give them a shot. We'll give them a shot. We'll go with Super Tooler. Tooler does get some good bar art, I think. Alright, so we are going to start the raid, so... I think I'll try for the first time to do a outro with my behemoth Sona. So, as always, I appreciate y'all coming. I want to thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, take care, folks. Look in here. Take care, folks. Good times bring good vibes, and vice versa. Alright, the raid starts now. I'm looking over to the side.